If you've been running a small or medium-sized business for a while, you know very well about how important it is for you to retain your good workers and minimize the risk of them quitting on you. How can you accomplish this? Well, of course, paying them as well as you can helps, but that alone cannot be a solution because there's always someone out there who can come in and pay them more and entice them to switch from working for you to working for them. So money alone cannot be the solution. I would like to suggest to you three other keys to retaining good workers that I believe are not mentioned nearly as often as they should be because they are so important. Key number one, provide positive feedback to your good workers when deserved. Most managers and most employers rarely say good things to their employees about their work. Imagine coming up to your good workers and telling them when they deserve it, hey, great job. I really like how you handled this. I really appreciate you completing this before the deadline. I know it took a lot of hard work. You can also mix good feedback with some constructive criticism. Hey, I really like how you did this, but I believe you could have done this part even better. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Very few employers provide positive feedback like this, especially in small and medium-sized businesses where the work environment is very fast-paced and stressful, and where employees often feel like no matter what they do, it's never good enough because their boss always looks unhappy and unsatisfied. But a little bit of positive feedback, not every hour, not necessarily even every day, but providing this positive reinforcement to the workers that are good, that you know are important to you, can go a long way toward keeping them happy. Key number two, make your employees feel significant. I remember the first time one of my bosses showing me something that I was supposed to do and then asking me, what do you think? It was so flattering to me. It made me feel so important, or so much more important at work than I felt until that moment. It made my day. It probably made my week. Imagine if you involve your employees in at least some of your decisions, especially those employees whose opinion you value and maybe even trust. Hey, I'm planning to do this and this. What do you think? Do you think we should do X, or should we do Y? Do you see a problem with me doing this? When you make your workers feel important, that will also make their day, their week, and their month, and every month. We all want to feel needed. We all want to feel wanted. One of the most common reasons for employees' resignation is when they feel insignificant, when they feel like what they do could be done by a machine, when they feel like a small pin in a large machine. You're a small or medium-sized business. There is no reason for most of your workers feel that way. All of them should feel at least somewhat significant. So don't hesitate to involve them into your decisions, even if it means just getting their opinion about what you are about to do. Key number three, create growth opportunities in both the nature of the job and compensation. Most jobs are repetitive and there is not much we can do about it. But if you can inject some variety into your workers' job duties, it can also make all the difference between them wanting to continue working for you versus getting tired of doing exactly the same thing and getting exactly the same pay day after day. Everyone gets sick of it sooner or later. So, what are some of the things you can do? Well, with regard to pay, you can provide your workers with some incentive compensation. You can have a base hourly pay plus a percentage of whatever you are able to pay them of your profits that come thanks to those employees' efforts. It could be sales commissions, it could be production commissions, or anything like that. So they have a stable hourly pay. They know that no matter what, they will get their paycheck that will cover their life expenses. In addition, they will be incentivized to have fun with trying their best to do the best job they can, because they know that it will translate into additional compensation. And with regard to the nature of the job, if you have someone who works for you who proved themselves to be very good at X, why don't you involve them into doing something else that they could really help you with? Let me give you a very simple, silly example. Let's say you run a grocery store, a small grocery store, and you have an employee who just sorts produce or sorts whatever items you sell, and he or she puts them on the shelves. And they're really good at it. They're very detailed oriented. They show up to work on time. Why can't you expand their job duties to being a cashier, at least on some days, or doing some accounting work for you even? Or doing some inventory work for you. After all, if they already have those important qualities, human qualities that you appreciate in any worker, why not involve them in something else and make their life more interesting, maybe even pay them more, help them out, and also it will make you feel good, like you are helping someone learn new things and expand their job duties. Speaking of which, all of these three keys, providing positive feedback when deserved, making your employees feel significant, and creating growth opportunities, they're all going to make you feel better about running your business as well. Because when you make your employees happier and when you see that they're happier, it's going to make you overall feel better about your business, whatever that business is. Try it and let me know how it goes. Thanks.